you think your observation went? How did you feel about the lesson? Let's start there.
So the lesson was easy to explain to the children because I think they are so used to doing the same routine every day that it makes it easy to come in and know what's expected of you.
Okay.
So I didn't really have to enforce anything because they already knew what to come in, what to do, and how to settle themselves.
Okay, great. What do you feel, before we jump into this, I just want to get your intake on it. So that's how you feel it was good. What do you feel like, what would you change about the lesson based on seeing the feedback and then just overall? What do you think you would change personally?
If you talk about as far as the work that's being done or myself?
Just the overall lesson.
Okay,
just
so
the overall lesson.
Because all the children are on different things, it kind of makes it a little bit of a disconnect a little bit because everybody's working on something different. Okay. So once you go into one student, you may can help them with that, but then another student is doing something totally different. Okay. They're not, none of them are on the same thing.
Right.
So it kind of helped me to work my brain a little bit. Okay. Because I was able to like, okay, yeah, I remember I did this in high school. I remember when I did this, and I was able to, teach it to them the way that it was taught to me. Okay. Although they use different formulas now and all of that, but I know how I get to the answers. So helping them kind of engage and telling them to be confident about it, it kind of helped me to like, okay, this isn't the same, but it is.
Okay, awesome. And this is my key pitch because I'm a math person. My key pitch is there are multiple ways to get to the right answer. So there's no wrong way to get to the right answer. So if you have it open?
Yes.
Document. Okay. So we have, this is your very first tier visit.
Yes, it is.
I'm very excited. I just want to start by, you did amazing.
Thank you.
You did really, really good. And I want to highlight some of your growths. First, the overall thing to me is when you're an effective teacher, you have that effective relationship. And just walking in, you can see the rapport you have with the students. Basically, they're open, they're comfortable. And I think that's the most important thing when being a teacher and trying to target or attack the skills necessary for them to learn. Students usually don't gravitate towards new teachers, and the fact that you were able to go in and basically build those relationships lets me know that you're strong and that the school year is going to be a success. So congratulations on that. The use of the iExcel dashboard posted on the board, I feel like was another great thing to implement, because not only are you making it aware I'm tracking your progress, but the students now have that visual. Okay, I need to make sure I'm here, and they can actually compare their progress to their peers as well. So then they can start to make that relationship. Okay, so if this person's on question 9, that means I need to be close to question 9 as well. So it's like a peer-to-peer relationship thing. Right. I love how you use a lot of reference into where they should be. Okay, well, you guys should be here. You guys should be in the starburst, and you use the vocabulary, the common language around the school, so that they know exactly what it is, moving from their reading intervention courses to their math intervention courses. I love how you gave clear, direct instructions. The directions were also written on the board. They knew they were to log right into the starburst and get started on those lessons. Again, just you're so positive and calm. Your calm tone, I think, just sets the mood of the classroom, and it makes it really easy for you to do those redirections when needed, like when the students are pulling out their cell phones. Because you have that calm tone manner and you have that rapport with the students, it wasn't much of a rebuttal. As soon as you said, okay, let's put the cell phones away, the students put the cell phone away and was able to get right back to work. Any questions about what I said so far? No? Okay. So then we're going to step into a few growths. And like I said, it's your first time going into intervention courses, just learning the platform, but just learning how the intervention course is running. So I just want to highlight a few things where we can focus on and grow from. First thing is the time allowed it for them to get into the platform. Okay. It took a chunk of time for the students to get logged in and basically to get active. We documented that there was only 8 students logged in at 11:01. Then another student was logged in by 11:04, and then at around. And I know we had the Wi-Fi issue with the one student, right? But pretty much all the students were logged in by 11:10, and the class started at 10:50. 10:54.
Right.
10:54. So that's a huge chunk of time that's missed in instruction. So that's one grow we're going to focus on. Also the arrangement of the classroom. Okay. Just to make things easier for you. We're going to, and I put it inside the document as well. I'm going to come and support you with this. Okay. Like I said, I'm not just going to give out a bunch of tasks, but I'm going to also support you. Just the arrangement of the room so that it's easier for you to facilitate and monitor, so that all the computers are facing one way instead of you having to continuously do laps. You can literally just stand in one position and be able to see every computer at one time. And then the last big grow is the student tracker. Student tracker and the resources provided on the platform. I told you already, Ms. Cub did have the folders, but she said she misplaced them, so I'm going to be making my business to be sure you get those trackers so you can be successful with the students as well. But also the just for students to be able to track where they are. Okay, well, I was working on this lesson yesterday, so I know when I come in on Friday on my B day, I need to be here and I need to be able to complete this many questions in this amount of time versus where I was the last time. And it's just for them to start to gain that individual learning responsibility. Also, as we are talking about not just the students' growth, but your growth as well. Okay. Just releasing some of that ownership to the students will get you to that next level so that we can have you at a senior associate. Okay. Okay. So if you look into our next steps, I put 2 specific ones. Although we mentioned a lot of grows, I don't want you to focus on all of the grows at one time, because then that it can lead to frustration. So I'm going to minimize and just do the 2 quickest grows, which is the rearrangement of the classroom for easier monitoring and routines. And then the second one is the use of the student tracker. During our next check-in, I'll be sure to we can revisit it after so basically what I'll do is I'll give you the tracker, and because I didn't have time to print it out today, there was a lot going on this morning. I had about 3 meetings. Okay. But we'll do the tracker and then we'll implement, and basically what the tracker is, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I showed you on the iExcel tool what the tracker looks like. And the students are basically writing in the lesson that they're working on, taking account of how much time they spent on the lesson. I think I actually have it printed out on here already, so I don't have to go through the app. iExcel. How about I go to downloads, because I know I downloaded it. Let's go to downloads. iExcel. Here we go. Here we go. So if we look, that's from that diagnostic plan. I think I gave you that one. So I didn't give you the student tracker, but I can pull it up on the platform. Okay. But like again, they'll be literally documenting the lesson that they're working on, the amount of time they spending on the lesson, and then the skill that it's going to provide to them the next time that they work on it. And then as they're working on the lesson, they'll just keep track of it, and so they know where they need to go for the next one. There's also a tool on there for conferencing. We'll get into conferencing in about another week or so. So conferencing will look like you polling your students to see where they are, see what lessons they need to continue to work on, and how you can step in and intervene to provide support so that they can get to the next level or where they should be on the Excel platform. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay.
Yeah, just about the rearrangements of the classroom.
Okay.
So I went into the classroom with the setting that was already there.
Right.
However, the teacher has to be in the front of the class. So I'm trying to visualize how that would look for me, like to make it easier and to also keep the kids comfortable.
So it's not too much of your desk. So more so how you see how the students are in groups. So how about we put them in straight rows?
I was thinking it too. Okay.
We could put them in straight rows, and I also want to get you some type of small group for your conferencing and for your small group direct instruction for when you have to provide those in the moment redirection so that the students can be on task. Okay. So I can put in a facilities request with Katie to see if I can get like one of the small round tables like how Miss Harris has in the back of her room.
Okay, yeah.
For small group testing. And then if we have the roles, then if you're actively monitoring, you can just stand in the back of the room
and just look and see.
And just look and see. So not only referencing the computer, the display that you have on the board, but you're also able to look at each individual computer to see, okay, are they just exactly, is it idle time, or like what's really going on with the students? And it's not just that they're logged in and it says that they answered one question, but then you'll have the opportunity to see it from the back standpoint.
Okay.
So in no time you should be literally sitting at your desk during the lesson.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, I get it.
Okay.
So no.
Any other questions? You good?
Yes.
Any questions in regards to the document? Where you land as far as in the tier?
Where do I land in the tier?
So there was 3 things based on the feedback that was a no for tier 1.
Okay.
And I feel like once we address these 2 easy fixes, you should be meeting tier 1.
Okay.
And that was the fundamental routines, and that comes into place for having those students automatically logging into iExcel and not wasting the 10 to 15 minutes to get logged in. The neat and organized environment, just making it more cohesive for the students, for you to access the students. And then the on-task behavior, the few students who were directing their conversations, they had the long conversation, but we know what's going on with those friends, so we're just going to have to basically start to, if we can, implement some of their because those are our anchor friends. If we can implement some of the strategies that are put into place to basically,
so I'll just speak to the anchor team to see what they have in place for them.
Yeah,
no problem.
And you can also find that inside the staff hub. So
okay.
You can find a staff hub, or you can contact directly with the case manager, then they'll be able to support you.
I think the easiest thing would be just not have them sit near each other.
I was about to say
right, like,
do,
and with your seating.
Assignments. You can do assignments.
I would definitely have specific seating assignments in your new layout.
Okay, yeah, because what I think it is, they got so comfortable with just coming in and everyone sits where they want to
where they want.
And that's what's been going on. So,
it works for most of the kids.
Right.
But those 3.
They were just busy.
I mean, they were doing a little iExcel too, but
they were definitely having a conversation.
Yes. But other than that, like I said, I'm feeling excited, and I'm happy to have you on board.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be here to support you
I appreciate it.
every step of the way.
Thank you.
yeah.
All right.